Hey y'all, welcome in. Pull up a seat and let's get this video started. Hey y'all, I'm sitting here watching more of the secret recording that Eric was supposed to have with a CPS worker. It was on Psychology Eats first when I seen it. Now I'm watching the Curious Soul Deep Dive. Yeah, Kathy is her name. But I'm gonna tell you, for one, no CPS worker is gonna pick up right at the. It takes hell and high water. Trust me. Me and my husband both, not just me and my husband both, has done a kinship foster with our niece and nephew, or nieces and nephew, and then with we did a guardianship over my son's then girlfriend, which I ain't gonna get into that why we took her in, but we did a guardianship over her. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you want to talk to the CPS worker, you've got to go to DHHR. You've got to make an appointment. You've got to go in. He's not qualified. By the state of West Virginia, Eric is not qualified. They're not going to ask him, can you take guardianship over these adults? They're not going to do that. And for him to say, if you come down here, I'll pay for your gas and I'll buy you lunch, and the woman's not declining it and saying, sir, we are not allowed to take bribes, because in a way that is a bribe, and that's the way the state would look at it. And another thing is that now that I'm listening more and more to this secret phone call, it's got me thinking it wasn't secret. And I don't honestly think that he was talking to a CPS worker. I think he knew that you flip a switch or something and then you're going to get recorded. And I think he had it planned to look like, and to scare Betty and Larry, because he knew if Patrick wasn't in on it, and I'm not just going to say if Patrick wasn't in on it, I can guarantee you Eric did this on purpose, because he knew that Patrick would show this video of him talking to the APS worker. And I'm doing the air quotations because I honestly, deep down inside, do not think that was an APS worker. I'm sorry, I do not. I don't. Because he was on FaceTime with her was one of the things. So, my theory of it is he did it on purpose just to rattle them. Because he wants custody of Timmy so bad. Because that's his ATM. That's his money bank right there. Everybody loves Timmy. And Timmy would get him so much views and so much monetization, ads and all this, that, and the other. And he's a sly snake. I think he's got somebody, either one of his family members, could be his wife, his mother, if he has a sister, a friend, that he called and probably text first and said, pretend to be the APS worker. I'm going to call you. I don't know. It's something about this whole phone call, to me, screams fake. The whole thing screams fake. Now, y'all can decide y'all's opinion and go with y'all's opinion and everything. But from dealing with DHHR, and I know CPS and APS is two different departments, but the rules and regulations for taking care of adults is basically the same thing as the rules for taking care of a child. Especially when it's a mentally disabled adult. And what really makes me mad, and as a mother of 4 boys, what really makes me mad, pisses me off to the extent of everything, he is not giving an account, and he doesn't care to give an account, that is Lorraine's child. I don't care if she's in her 70s. I don't care if Timmy's in his 40s. That is her child. They have never been separated. Never been separated from each other until Eric came along. Mark never did do nothing like this. Mark went, he done his videos, he filmed and didn't interfere, if you know what I mean. He really didn't interfere. He took them bowling, took them to Walmart, took them places, like the state fair and stuff, because, I mean, why not? They're cooped up on that porch, That was something fun for them. Okay? And, I don't know. This whole thing, this Eric thing, I can't. I just can't with him. I really can't. And I hope they investigate the phone call. The state of West Virginia, I hope to God, state of West Virginia, listen to me, people in Charleston, investigate this phone call. And if this is an APS worker, she needs to be fined and fired. She really needs to be fined and fired. Because how dare you side with somebody that's out of state you don't know? The Whitakers really don't know them. They knew Mark. Because Mark had been around for 20 plus years. So they knew Mark. Eric rides in on his little imaginary white unicorn, sprinkling fairy dust, thinking that he's going to put a blind eye on everybody. And, everybody's going to believe me because I'm this and I'm that. And what really got me cracked up, I mean, I was pissed off, and I'm still mad about it. But what really got me cracked up about the phone call, about everything, the phone call, the live that he done after the phone call or before, whatever it was, he said that the lady at APS was a big fan of his. Dude, I guarantee nobody at APS, CPS, DHHR, state, anything, knows who the heck you are. You are just a boy, a city boy from Georgia. Yes, neighboring state. But you from Georgia. And hell, I didn't even know who you is. I don't know who you are. Charleston State, please investigate him. Investigate that phone call. And yes, I know people at the state and the people at the state DHHR, state CPS. They're not watching my little video, but still, I don't know. Oh my gosh. If somebody want to come on here and on my comments and tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about this, that, and the other, blah, 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 I need to go get a new cash cow. Once again, I am not monetized. I do not get paid for my videos. If you want to know how a creator gets paid for their videos, Google it. I'm far from it. But I still make my videos because I like my opinions and I want to get my opinions out there. Do I want subscribers? Yes. Would I like to be monetized? Yeah, like any other content creator would like to get monetized. You know? I was, to show y'all that money don't really mean, I mean, yeah, everybody likes money, everybody wants money and stuff, but I could have stayed on TikTok and made my money, but I didn't because it's got so toxic over there. I was doing lives every single day, and I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't. It was just so toxic, and it wasn't my followers that was toxic. It was just the whole platform was toxic. I was going through a lot of stuff, a lot of my health battles and everything else, but that's for another video. I need to get off that. Sorry, y'all. I went to ranting because that comment that woman made, it didn't get to me, but it did at the same time because I don't look at the Whitaker family as a cash cow. I was even telling, I think it was my son I was talking to, or it might have been my husband. I don't know who it was I was talking to, but I wish I could call, but because of Eric and Patrick and that Taylor and stuff, people doing the Whitaker so wrong. If I called or went up there, Larry would probably chase me off. I just wish I wish I could call him and talk to him and say, look, this is a phone call between us. I'm not recording it. I hope you're not recording it. But this is what, I could come up there and help y'all do. As far as videoing me coming up there and talking to y'all, there will be no, I will have my cell phone, but there will be no cameras. There will be no recording. Because I honestly believe that the Whitakers do deserve their privacy. I believe it wholeheartedly. They deserve privacy. Out of all the shit that's went on, I believe that these people has been dragged through the mud by the nose too long. I honestly think it. I honestly believe it. And y'all, Who is this fella? I can't turn my video around. Let me turn my... Who is this fella here? Because he is... I thought he was for the Whitakers. I thought, all this time, I thought that he was on the Whitaker side. And come to find out, the more I listened to him, and I quit watching him, which it only took one video, and I just quit watching him. I didn't watch the whole video. He sure is on Eric's side, big time. Talking about how the Whitakers were wrong, and Patrick did this, and da 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 da. Yeah, Patrick, you're to blame too on a lot of stuff. I think you had this cooked up too. And why would you do somebody that thought of you as a neighbor and a friend? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. And maybe that phone call between Patrick and his buddy, maybe, I don't know, maybe his buddy's telling him the truth. Because I said in one of my videos, I think it was either my first video or my second video, that Eric needed a fall guy, and he had one. Patrick. He had one. I think what he did is he talked Patrick into, well, let's take Timmy. Let's get guardianship of Timmy. It would be better for Timmy. It'd be better for all the Whitakers in the long run. Let the elderly ones go to the nursing home, blah, 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 whatever have you. And guarantee he talked Patrick into this. And Patrick went along with it. Instead of saying, no, dude, no, I live just a hop, skip, and a jump, whatever. I'll keep an eye on them. And that's all he had to do was tell APS, I'll keep an eye on them. I'll help Betty out. I'm right here. I can help her out. She's been taking care of the family since she's 12 years old. She's been doing a good job so far. And I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. You can look at Lorraine. You can look at Timmy. You can look at Ray. Ray is skinny. So what? He's out walking. He's very active. You can't keep him still too long. For him being in his 70s, he's very, very active. And usually when a person gets that age, sometimes they lose weight. I mean, it's just like my husband's aunt, the one, I took care of both his aunts. And the one, she had what they call Graves' disease. It didn't matter how much she ate. That little woman could not gain weight for the life of her. My 9-year-old weighs more than what she did before she died. And he's like 100 pounds. He weighed a lot more than her. When I took her to her specialist in Morgantown, they weighed her and she was only like, 70 pounds? 68 pounds. And I looked at that nurse, my eyes got big. I said, I feed her. She constantly eats. And she said, oh, yeah, we know. And that's when I found out that Aunt Sissy had Graves' disease. And the only thing you can do with Graves' disease is let them eat. And Ray did. And Mark even said in his video, he constantly sees Ray eating something. A bologna sandwich or, something. And, but to look at Lorraine, Timmy, and Betty, you can see Betty takes care of them. And I don't care if they have home-cooked meals or go out to eat. Because in one video, I seen a bunch of Kentucky Fried Chicken boxes laying around on the porch. Which, that's fine. So what? They're getting food in their mouth. They're getting fed. I'm not going to put them down. I'm not going to put Betty down for that. As long as she can get food whether it be Larry go pick it up or her have it ordered, have BJ order it, because I know good and well Betty don't know how to order DoorDash. That woman don't know how to do that. But I don't know. I think that the family should be able to go back home, live out their life. Eric should be further investigated, a deep dive investigation on him. Very deep dive investigation. And I believe that they should do a permanent restraining order on him. I think what they should do is have him trespass from the whole county of Raleigh. He has no business in West Virginia. Period. I'm sorry, but it's like any West Virginian would say, he's a city slicking out. What do they call them? Not outcast. He don't belong there. He's overstepping his bounds, being somewhere, trying to tell somebody. And I'm sorry, I know and I've said it before, people in every single state, there's people with families that are very close to, but I'm telling you right now, West Virginia is like its own little country. It's got its own little world, honestly. They don't have much in West Virginia at all. And the only thing they do have is family. And people like the Whitakers, they've learned that a long time ago. Family comes first. And they will rock orange for their family. And that's how most West Virginians are. They will rock orange for their family. Oh, Roy done got up under the covers. Would you stop with all that mess? But anyways, y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Sorry. Love y'all, mean it.